Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, the sweet land of liberty on the continent of Africa, West Africa to be specific, the Republic of Liberia, where His Excellency Joseph Human Boakai is really seated as president. Well, on this 28th day of August 2024, a blessed Wednesday morning from the nation's capital, Monrovia, I'd like to say good morning and a pleasant welcome to your program, Special Talk for Special People on Kia Radio 95.9. On Special Talk, with issues of national concern, we bring them on the table and for you there in Radio Land, the time to be a part of the program by putting forth your comments, suggestions, and recommendations, the way forward on how best we can move our country, Mama Liberia. We disagree though, but we found a common ground and forge ahead as a people. Please be my guest. My name is Constant Israel. Boye-Weah, Sieh. Let's take a Jezebel theme song. And when we return, of course, we discuss nothing but Liberia. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, let me say good morning to the peace-loving people of our country, Mama Liberia, across the 15th sub-political division of the Republic. I greet you all this morning. Let me say good morning to the folks there in Jamokambokondre, Sino County, where James Laming and Jerome Deliver Wisa Jr. are pretty seated. I'd like to say good morning to you guys. Thank you for following. Say good morning to those of you across Maserado County within the 17th electoral district. I'd like to say good morning to you. And it is indeed with great pleasure and honor to be here again for us to talk. For us to talk about our country, Liberia. And it is a wonderful thing to always talk about our country. All right, sorry for that. Okay, we sincerely apologize. Team trying to do what they can do to make sure that we get this thing going. But it's good to be here. It's good to be here. It's very good to be here. for us to talk again. And like I said, the more we talk, the better our chances are. And it's very, very, very important for us to be talking. And we're talking Liberia. We're talking about the situations across our country. We're looking at those issues that are so much important for us to talk about. And we will not get tired talking Liberia. We will not. It's very important. It's very significant. It's very cardinal for us to talk about Liberia. And when we are discussing Liberia, it's not the fact remains that if the government proceed well, if they go about doing any good thing, we will talk about it. So the essence of us, our role is to sit behind this microphone and adequately inform our people. It might not go your way because it is not about your feelings. It is about the issue. It is a country. And we will have to checkmate every government that comes to power. Our people rely on us to be able to receive the information. So it is incumbent upon us to inform them adequately, to tell them absolutely not but the truth. And it is that truth that is going to set us free and emancipate our country from political slavery. And that is why some of us sit behind the microphone with no fear of favor. We speak out of the issues that matter most, relative to the foul mouth of our country. It is what's going to keep our country on the right trajectory. It is what that's going to keep our country on path with the Committee of Nations. When we talk about the rule of law, we talk about security. We talk about the well-being of our people. It is our role to speak to those issues. And so when we speak in it, it's not going away. It doesn't mean we're against you, but we got to say what we have to say. And there will always be comparison that will bring forth similarity and resemblance in our discussions. So it's good. It's very much good for us to talk Liberia. It's very good for us to discuss the issue. Because those are the issues that matter. We all are fighting. We all want Liberia to get better. We all fighting that look, our country will do well. And one of the things that we need to be aware of, it is the issue that relative security, justice, fair play, accountability, and overall the survivability of our people in this country. Let me say good morning to the ever potent CEO of the Sieh Foundation. You're there in the United States of America, Honorable Christopher Sieh, and your family. We want to say good morning to you, and we are very grateful to God for you. And thank you for the immense work you are doing for the people of Liberia. We want to say we appreciate you, we love you, and we're praying with you that God will keep you, safe so that we together can make Liberia better and keep information dissemination a major priority relative to the development and achieving the objective of the Sieh Foundation. Now, what is paramount to our country is to keep the peace. Keeping the peace is very important to every Liberian. Every one of us, we want a peaceful situation. We want a peaceful country. See our kids going to school. We will see our husbands and our wives going to jobs. And every one of us will go about our day-to-day activities to making ends meet. And one of the things that is important in keeping the peace is when there is rule of law. When there is access to justice, when the right thing is done. That is why even if a police officer comes for me, God forbid, police officer say, "We here for you, but we are see there is a situation." I need to validate if indeed you are a police officer. It's not the uniform you wear. I need to see your ID card. I need to see your badge number. And I must be convinced. The situation that occurred recently in our country between governments and government security forces and that of the opposition is something that we all must not pray for. We all must not pray for. And if we want to do something, I think we need to do the right thing. What is not done properly, it is not done at all. What is not done properly, look, it is not done at all. And especially when we want to use the law, we got to be in accordance with the law of the land so that it doesn't jeopardize the peace of our country, that it will not blow things out of its actuality. Now, I love the action taken by the Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia. I love her action. It is not against anybody. It is not that she against the actions of government. It is not that she against the opposition or protecting the opposition or protecting the government. What she wants to protect is the law. She's under the obligation as Chief Justice to protect the laws of our country, the Constitution, the organic law. And so when things are not proceeding rightly, it is within her jurisdiction. She has the jurisprudence to arrest the situation immediately, because such situations might have the propensity to undermine the peace of our country. And that is very important. So the Chief Justice, Her Honor, Sieh, that's I call her. I love that name. Chief Justice Sieh, she decided to, she might publicly held this thing in the air, in the thin air. And she thought not to give credence to it because she might have considered it a they say. But when it got to the point the Chief Justice now wanted to launch an inquiry into why a writ of search warrant was issued that sparked violence at the CDC headquarters. So she was concerned. But I want to believe that she was hearing this. They say, oh, the court people, LDEA people went there. They say there was a court order, there was a warrant. So she wanted to know. So the Chief Justice decided to launch an investigation into the matter. Because there was this controversy of this issue by a controversial search and seizure warrant that was sent out by the West Point Magistrate. After all, the magistrate Juma Jala denied having an idea of issuing the warrant. Then it drew the attention of the Chief Justice. She wanted to know now what went wrong. Who issued the warrant? Under whose jurisdiction was it issued? So the Chief Justice ordered an investigation into how the search and seizure warrant went out to the Liberian Drugs Enforcement Agency, because the LDEA said they had a search warrant. So the Chief Justice wanted to know. She was suspicious. She was concerned and wanted to know who ordered or who gave the instruction or who issued the search and seizure warrant that went out to the LDEA. So she wanted to know. So she ordered an investigation. So before initiating the investigation, the Chief Justice, Her Honor, Sieh, she ordered the imprisonment of the bailiff and sheriff from the West Point Magisterial Court. She ordered the bailiff and the sheriff from the West Point Magisterial Court. She said they might lock them up. They might jail them at the same time. Under their imprisonment. For what reason? Because the two court officers were allegedly involved in signing the search and seizure warrant used by the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency to raid the area surrounding the CDC headquarters. So the Chief Justice said, these two people, the bailiff and the sheriff, these people I can be in the court, the one I can make the bailiff, then I will stand, bailiff will stand, I make sure you don't carry a weapon, other than the sheriff, I will carry the document and carry the paper to you. So lock them one them or put them inside. So when they lock them up, what was the concern of the Chief Justice? The warrant was reportedly issued without the approval of the court's presiding judge, Joma Jala. So the warrant that came from the West Point Magisterial Court was issued without the approval of the court's presiding judge, Joma Jala. Is that they did it outside the approval of the presiding judge of that court. Probably they did it to World Trade Center or wherever place they went, but they did it without the acquiescence, without the knowledge, without the approval. Not to the knowledge of the presiding judge, Joma Jala. So according to the information, the Chief Justice, when she heard this news, she was very annoyed. And the reason why the Chief Justice was very vexed, people who understand the law, people who reading, people who have gone through all of the processes, getting clear understanding of the law, that when people violate and go against the law, they will take the appropriate action. Some of us don't know. Many of us were just, including the LDEA, the fact that it was right to obtain a search and seizure warrant from the Magisterial Court in West Point without going through the legal means, so we have the proper channel. So the Chief Justice was very annoyed. And the reason why the Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia was vexed is because the West Point Magisterial Court has no jurisdiction over the areas being raided, and that the decision of the two court staff to sign a search and seizure warrant runs outside the law. That's what the Chief Justice was concerned about. She got annoyed She got irritated and she was flabbergasted by the actions of those two individuals, the bailiff and the sheriff that came from the western road. She said their actions, first of all, she grabbed those two buggers and locked them up. And the reason why she was vexed, because you see, what the chief justice was looking at is that she don't want people to illegally or to use the law unknowingly, at the detriment of the Liberian people, at the detriment of our peace. She don't want people to come and use the law in another direction and they undermine the security of our country. So she was vexed. She was not happy because in her understanding, the Western Magisterial Court has no jurisdiction over the area being raided, and that the decision of the two courts staff to sign a search and seizure warrant runs outside the law. Who gave them the power? Where were the presiding judge, Joman Jala? Then you have two. It's criminal in nature. Sinister motive. It was a premeditated and pre-arranged discuss matter by these two individuals. And it has the proclivity to undermine the peace of our country. So the Western Magisterial Court does not have that jurisdiction. That's the first thing. The area that they issued the search and seizure warrant to the LDEA to go and raid, the Western Magisterial Court does not have the jurisdiction. And you might ask, who is then close with that authority? If it is not the Western Magisterial Court, the Moravian City Court is the one clothed with the authority to issue search and seizure warrant. And the act of the two Western Court staff was criminal. It was an act of criminality. The action of the two Western Court staff was criminal. The Western Magisterial Court, you heard it, listen to me. So you see what we're going to lead our country into bad precedents. If people have died, if property was damaged, and this thing have escalated to 2-3 days, do you know the repetitions of our country? This will undermine even the credibility of the judiciary systems in our country. So you see, people are using dubious means with sinister motive to undermine the peace of our country. If the LDEA search and seizure warrant, why would they want to go? Why should they go to the Western Magisterial Court if they know the law? Knowing very well that the area of concern, the small town community, it is not within the control of the Western Magisterial Court. The Western Magisterial Court does not have jurisdiction in that area. So you think if this was brought to the knowledge of the presiding judge of West Point, you think they're not going to sign it? But they did it continuously. And Chief Justice, those two buggers you lack of, let them be in jail. Because those two guys, their action is criminal, and they wanted to undermine the peace of our country. They wanted to see our country in disarray. I want you to intensify their flocking every morning while they are in cell, because their action is criminal. It is the Moravian City Court that is clothed with the authority to issue search and seizure warrant. So the action of those two guys on the Western Magisterial Court is criminal. So the how they will wake up, they just pass around, go to World Trade Center, they face false rape, false warrant, and come to you and say that the court, they want you to go. That's how they intend to steal from our people. That's how they intend to bring commotion in communities. And so you must be careful. You must know the jurisdictions of every court that is situated in every part, within every part of our country. You should know their jurisdiction. Then for at times, You see, when you call Central, they will ask you, where do you live? When you tell the police you live Douala, they will call Zone 1. Or they will call a Simport Bridge Depot. They will call Zone 1, and Zone 1 will call Simport Bridge Depot. They look at jurisdiction. Who has jurisdictions over this area? So when things happen here, you won't go all the way to Central. They ask you, and then they ask you, well, why are you moving away? Simport Bridge, you can wait to Central. We got depot to Simport Bridge. We got depot Zone 7 to Kawe. We got Zone 10 depot 2. We got depot in Lockington. We got depot in Dome Community. So why are you leaving all those depots and you are rushing to Central? So you see, places where people have jurisdiction, they overall, want you to start from that area. If it's can hold now, then you come over. So the Western Magisterial Code, you don't have that authority. No, it is not within your domain. It is not within your reach. The area that you have two criminals calling themselves bailiff and sheriff issue a search and seizure warrant for, no, they have no jurisdiction. Their actions. These are the people that are undermining the peace of our country. And the Monrovia City could close with that authority. So the action of those two guys, the criminal. It's very criminal. And I think the action of the Chief Justice to investigate this matter is very, very important. So, as a result of this behavior, the Chief Justice, Her Honor Sieh, she ordered Criminal Code A, Judge Roosevelt Sieh Boye-Weah, to launch an investigation into circumstances leading to the issuance of the controversial search and seizure warrant on the headquarters of the Congress of Democratic Change. So the Chief Justice, with the power vested in her, she empowered, and she ordered Criminal Code A Judge Roosevelt Sieh Boye-Weah to investigate the circumstances leading to the issuance of the controversial search and seizure warrant. So she's concerned. She said, look, Roosevelt, Mr. Boye-Weah, you will take Judge Boye-Weah, you will take the responsibility. Investigate. I'm not going to go into it. Investigate. While those two buggers are in jail, I want you to investigate. So the search and seizure warrant, which was allegedly issued by the Western Magisterial Court, is undergoing a probe by Judge Boye-Weah for its legality and procedure. So yeah, Judge Boye-Weah is going through the matter. So during the investigation, on Friday, August 23rd, 2024, at the Temple of Justice, it was revealed that the rate was issued by an clerk from the Western Magisterial Court without the approval or knowledge of the court's three magistrate and the city solicitor. So during the investigation, they got to establish, it was revealed, it was brought to the light that the rate was issued by an assistant clerk from the Western Magisterial Court. He took a unilateral, the decision of the clerk was not unanimous. It was not unanimous, it was unilateral. So he took a unilateral decision without the approval or knowledge of the court's three magistrates and solicitor. They won't decided to do it. So you see, they were in cahoots. It was a premeditated thing. It was something that they planned to do, that they discussed in the dark and said, we'll do it. We have that power. Give the LDEA a search and seizure warrant to go there. So it means that if the LDEA didn't receive a search and seizure warrant legally, it means their actions were illegal. In my mind, because if you give me a document and that document didn't go through the bureaucracy of the entity or institution responsible, and those who are supposed to be signatory to that document, they are not in the know, and you give me a dubious document signed by some criminal in the corridor of that institution, if I am caught in the act, I think it's criminal. They will consider my documents fake and my actions could lead me into serious predicament. So they went through the and get to know that it's not. So according to legal proceedings, before a rate of search and seizure is issued, there must be an application made by a party requesting for the rate. Before, this is the legal proceedings now, Liberians. This is it. Before you issue a rate of search and seizure, there must be an application made by a party. Somebody should be requesting. An application made by a party requesting for the rate, asking for that rate, accompanied by an affidavit that will be approved by the city solicitor. So when you ask for that rate, you got to go to the court. Those in charge will have to signature, approve, and agree to give you that power. But it was not so. So many stayed on the ground where World Trade Center, they did their stuff. So it was something premeditated. So what was the motive behind this? Why they intend to bypass the law, the legal proceedings? Why they decided to do their own thing? What was the motive behind this action? That's why we will ask the Liberian people to see what is the motive behind this action. The preliminary finding from the investigation here revealed there was no application and affidavit filed by the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. You get it? So according to the preliminary finding, they said there was nothing that revealed that the LDEA filed there was no application and any document filed by the LDEA asking for that rate of search and seizure, that warrant. There was nothing to show. So if there was nothing to show Liberian, then the question would be the action of the LDEA by going early 4:30 in the morning in the small town community to raid that led to the situation that escalated headquarters was illegal, who should be held liable. Because I think if the LDEA have gone in there as per the law, by this time we have seen some of the dealers of drugs being displayed to the public, to the media, so that we can know. So if they have not done the right thing, what is the motive behind their actions? What predicated them in doing this thing continuously? Knowing the fact that the Western Magisterial Court does not have the jurisprudence and jurisdictions over the area that they intended to go to do their search. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to draft out. We'll talk on later basis, so that when we open the telephone lines, you will be able to understand. So that people will not leave their areas and start to go anywhere and say, I can go to World Trade Center and do something, I will arrest you. So you see, people will start to question when the sheriff then start breaking documents, be there at the court. People will be technical. They will be suspicious. Because if this can happen, that led to what happened at the grounds of the Congress of Democratic Change, from the small town community to the city headquarters, that escalated and will have brought a country down and create a secret chaotic situation. People will be skeptical now when sheriff brings documents from the court. When you come from where you coming from, where to Ghana Bay Town Hall, Queens Bay Town Hall, you sheriff bringing rate of arrest to somebody living way in St. Paul's Bridge, people will be skeptical. So that's what the investigation said. So the LDE taking charge of that document, it was illegal. So it means that they didn't put in for any application, but then how they got it? Because somebody in the court decided to collaborate nicodemously with somebody. So you see the motive? I don't know what their motives were. I don't know if they intend to do that, but there was something about it. And Madam Chief Justice, Your Honor, Sieh, those two guys getting that bailiff and that sheriff from Western Magisterial could let them be there. They will tell you who gave them the instruction. What is the motive? Who they collaborated with from the LDEA to do such things? So when they sent for the Western Magisterial Court, represented by 8-3 magistrate, led by the secondary magistrate, Councillor Juma H. Dala, they called them to ask them. The magistrate said They rejected, objected, and denied any involvement or knowledge of the rate. You see what it said? They rejected, they objected, and so they used the ROD. They rejected, they objected, and they denied. They said that here, we know nothing about it. And this rate, Liberians, you know that this rate targeted even the home of former President Weah, along with the CDC headquarters in Congoton. The rate also had the issue of going to President Weah home to search, to open your house, check inside. So they say for the people now, the people say, we don't know anything about it. The evidence too, we innocent, we don't know anything about it. We know nothing about it. So if the Western Magisterial Court that was represented by 83 magistrates, led by the Seminary Magistrate Councilor Juma S. Gala, will categorically reject, object, and deny any involvement or knowledge of the rates which allegedly target, the home of former president. We are the CDC, the small town community. Then, why do you think it's the motive? Then why do you think the motive behind this thing of the LDEA going and say they had search and seizure warrant to search that whole community, when in fact the warrant, the rate they were carrying, it was something outside of the court. They were far away from the court. So during the investigative hearing, the existing clerk admitted to drafting and signing the rate, but claimed that the rate was not an authorized insurance. You see that nonsense? Sorry, you see the wickedness in this insurance in this country. You see what we're talking about? These are the people that damage in this country. They wake up, they hold the country bar, they set the bar, and they are about. You hear the thing talking? You hear the thing talking? The people doing the investigation. I'm coming back to it. You hear it? What's happening? Yeah, right there, because these are the people. What this guy did to the country? The tension that developed in our country. Liberia is a country now. Right here. First, the assistant clerk. Because when they went for the hearing, on Friday, on August 23rd, when they went for the hearing, because the chief justice and ordered Judge Whaley to investigate, so he immediately started investigating. So during that investigation, at the Temple of Justice now, it was clear that the rate was issued by the assistant clerk from the West Point Magisterial Court. He issued a rate. He issued a rate for them to go search the small town community beyond CDC headquarters. And search. He issued that rate without the knowledge and approval of the 3 magistrates and the city solicitor. No, they were not in the know. But when they went doing the same investigation now, the assistant clerk who issued that rate admitted. He said, "Oh, I don't want draft, and I don't want sign the rate." Then he said, "But the rate was not an authorized insurance. The rate was not something that we say the LDEA should go there and go do the check." But if you know that case, why did you draft the rate? What you see how these guys can create problem in this country? Now you begin to bring the court to public disrepute. You begin to bring the court to the public that people will be skeptical now when Sheridan bringing court rate of arrest to people. They will be asking all the hard questions. Because those of you that people trust, you sit at the court and you involve yourself into sinister, clandestine criminality, things that will undermine the credibility of our. You see it? They want you to go to jail. I think Chief Justice, Your Honor, this boy should go to jail. They are sitting like that on the road. The Western Magisterial Court, he deserves going to jail. I don't want ready people, and I don't want signing. But Anthony gave, and Anthony, it was an authorized insurance. What do you mean by that? You know that it was not fair. You issue a rate without the approval or knowledge of the magistrate, the 3 magistrates. You know what you was doing was illegal. You know what you were doing was wrong. What was the motive behind this action? Why you guys are doing this thing for? Is it to create tension in the country? Because you know that the smaller community is just right behind the CDC headquarters, and you know that just quite recently there was a tension around the same CDC headquarters. But you were brave enough to do, brother. That was very bad. Then the assistant clerk, he told the people, say, the rate was stolen from the deck by officers of the LDEA. he told the clerk, he told the people, he said, Chibo, they think, well, I know, I don't want to draft it, I don't want to sign it, but it was not an authorized instrument. In fact, he alleged that the rate was stolen from the decks by officers of the LDEA. That's why he alleged that the rate was stolen from the decks by officers of the LDEA. How can the LDEA officers steal the rate? So if you are saying that officers of the LDEA stole the rate, so it means that you were in cahoots with officers of the LDEA to do something outside the law to bring instability in this country. Now you also bring the LDEA to public disrepute. That people question their credibility when they come in any community with any rape or any set of seizure warrant. People will ask them which of the code is coming from. These are the things we bring about skepticism. People will be suspicious about the actions of some of our law enforcement enforcers in this country or enforcement agencies. When you're doing these things, then you're not considering the consequences, the aftermath. What happened? What effect is it going to bring? You are only doing it maybe because of the financial dividend or whatever. I think what I want to believe. Because nobody in their sound mind will want to go. If the LDEA want to do a search, they will go to the court. And they will know the community that they are going in, whether the court they are going to act, that court has jurisdiction over that area. They will want to get out of the pros and cons of marriage and the deep marriage before their actions are taken. But you have some bunch of criminals, they sit down there to bring our court, our judicial system, and I must appreciate the Chief Justice. And Honorable Madam Chief Justice, Your Honor, Madam Yo, thank you so much. And I don't want you to take it lightly. I don't want you to take it lightly, Mama. I know how robust you are and articulate you are in dispensing your duty and responsibility in protecting the organic law of our country. Do not say that. This is an attempt by some individuals to undermine the credibility of the judiciary system in our country. They want to bring the judiciary branch to public disrepute. I see it as an attack on the Chief Justice. I see it as an attack on the court of our land. Somebody somewhere want to paint the court black. Somebody somewhere want to get up to go after somebody. They want action to be taken against somebody. That is why they did what they did, go about doing what they did. That's what I want. Because nobody in their real mind will just want to do such a thing, knowing very well if leading political party headquarters is right there, and you are letting that people got drugs in the area, they're selling drugs and blah blah blah, engaging into drugs. I think the LDA will do the right thing by going to the court in a rightful manner. And the judge of that court will sign. As a matter of fact, the Western Magistrates Court, the Chief Justice said, they don't even got jurisdiction over the area. The people that close to the authority, that the Moravia City Court. So the bailiff and the sheriff have no authority to issue anybody seizure and whatever. They got no authority because Western Magistrates Court don't have authority over that area. You see how it works? And the assistant clerk at the Western Magistrates Court said he signed the paper. When the pressing owner doing the investigation, he said the FDA officer see the paper from his desk. So, in the first place, why did you go doing dubious acts? If the LDA want to go do search, why didn't they come straight to the court? Why you were getting cahoots with people to undermine the system? You bring the security to public disrepute. You bring the judiciary to public disrepute. It's bad. But you are the same people sit and complain. I don't really know the motive, but So the clerk informed the court that LDA did not meet the legal requirements to obtain such a rate in the absence of the application. So it means that the action of the LDA to have gone to that the small town community that escalated around the CDC headquarters in the CDC headquarters was it illegal? Why is it people have died over there? Is that what they were going to tell the Liberian people? Why is it people and people why got disgraced? They got naked. Children were beaten. Police himself, police officer was stoned in the process. They got wounded. So with all these damages and all these things cost, what should we blame? Should we blame the LDA for not doing the right thing? Should we blame the Nukuta, the Western Magisterial Court for not doing the right thing also? That led to what happened that day? So if our people, the way they flogged those some of the children, the way some of the police officers said, they stoned them, they got hurt. Some of the LDA officers got wounded. So who should take the blame? You see, when the right thing is not done in the right way, do you see the consequences of our actions? What is it? What is it? Cars were burned down and people die in the process. Is it what the assistant clerk will tell us? Is it what the people from the Newcastle Western Magisterial Court will be telling us? So, if Her Honor, Chief Justice Sieh, if she has not come up to put her feet down and say, let's investigate this nonsense and let's look into this matter, these people have no right. Then it means that the LDA will right. So, if the clerk inform the court that the LDA do not meet the legal requirement, why you getting the search and seizure warrant? Why you drafted it in the first place? You know very well they didn't meet the requirement. Why did you do it behind your boss? Why did you do it behind your bosses? Can we say your actions have some monetary value? Why did you do what you did? You see, when our people do some things in the country, we need to wake up and tell these people in their face because it's bad. So it means that the action of the assistant clerk was wrong. It means that the action of the LDA was wrong to have gone in the poor community without a legal search and seizure rate warrant. So that means all the things the LDA. So it means the action of the LDA was wrong. Eh? So I will ask you, but that's what it's been said that the clerk informed the court that the LDEA did not meet the legal requirements to obtain such a rate in the absence of the application. The affidavit and the judge's approval stamp. The judge supposed to stamp the thing. The judge himself not even in the know. Mr. Judge Juma Jala, he's not even in the know. You see where the guys who have taken our country? You see how people can reduce an institution and make people to believe that how they've been doing over the years? So it's a very serious public affair. Everybody complaining. And according to legal proceedings, application for search and seizure rate must be submitted in court with proper documentation and approval. You must submit it to the court with proper documentation. You must back it with anecdotal evidences. And the court should approve before that action is taken. So you don't go to people's house. You will not see the police come and say, we came here to search. No, if the police want to search your home, the police will go to the court. The police will go to the court. They will submit an application with proper documentation to the court. And the court will have to approve before the police can go and say, when the police get to your house, they will show you the rate, the search and seizure rate or warrant. They will give it to you, read it, before whatever action is taken. They will go with the sheriff and they will go with members of the Liberian National Police. That's how it should work and it's been work. So you see, the action of these guys, what can we say like that? So the reason situation surrounding the issuing of the search and seizure rate is complicated by allegation that the State Solicitor of Western Magisterial Court, State Court Moses Thorn, was never informed about the rate issuance. Therefore, being responsible for legal oversight in West Point. He was not even in the know. And he's responsible for legal oversight in West Point. The Papesa was not in it because most of the point you see the starting period of our Papin and our elder. He himself was not in the know. So So the matter was suspended pending the outcome by the Chief Justice, you. The assistant clerk and the bailiff who accompanied the search and seizure raid were immediately released from custody, so they released them. But you see, the action of the Chief Justice to launch an investigation was very important. So, Ladders, if I were to ask you, who should we hold responsible? Who should we blame for what happened that fateful day? That our citizens, their communities were raided, their homes, whether belonging, were taken away. It escalated to the CDC party headquarters. People were tear gassed. Supporters of the CDC too retaliated by throwing stones and residents of the small town community. Police officer got wounded, LDA officer got wounded. Who should we blame? Do we blame the community? Do we blame the LDEA for not going through the rightful process of China in obtaining a search and seizure warrant? Are they cognizant of the law? Or should we say they are not in the know? So how can one obtain a search and seizure warrant from the court? Can we say that their actions was a unilateral decision amongst few individuals who had an ulterior motive, and if so, what their motives were? What their motives were? For which they were issued search and seizure warrant without the approval of the judge, not even to the knowledge of the one that had legal oversight at the West Point Magisterial Court. It's very important because these are things that undermine our peace. Now you will start to bring to the mind of the people to be skeptical now. So when the sheriff bring people to the I'm playing the question, where you living? Where you coming from? Where the court? Because when the men live in St. Paul Bridge and you're bringing rates from where the town hall, the men will be asking, but there are other courts here now. So what I also think that the Chief Justice need to do through the press and public affairs of the judiciary branch is to create an awareness, to explain to the public, to understand how this issue about search and seizure warrant is issued. How can the court issue a search and seizure warrant? There is a need for the judiciary branch to sit with the law enforcer. Because from this, I get to understand that even some members of the LDEA are not cognizant of the law. How it works. How it works. So if a member of the security apparatus are not in the know how it works, how can one be issued search and seizure warrant? Then I think it is incumbent upon the court, the judiciary branch, the Chief Justice Office, to start to do some tutorial. So that our people can understand. Because these are the things that create serious instability in the country, in the community, in our society. When our people are not in the know. At times they are in the know, but they don't know when and how to use the law. And I want to thank the Chief Justice for her swift intervention. This is his situation. Because if our people have died that day, a police officer will have died, LDA officer will have died, who is even going to put a blame under the West Point Court or under the LDA? The LDA is the one that went to do the search. Did they go through the proper legal proceedings? If no, why they choose to go in the Pagpapa way? Why they use the World Trade Center patent? Knowing very well that security apparatus is very cardinal when it comes to fighting illicit drugs in our country. Why
implication it might have on the issue of people issuing rate of seizure search warrant to people whom is it going to make people to be skeptical now that when you bring rate of anything, they will say no. We got to check the anything because at the same thing you do, the LD people when they will start using the LDEA situation now with the smaller community and CDC as a key study. They say, oh, I think they'll do the airport of then now they will start to use it. And it is a bad precedent. So I think, Madam Chief Justice, there is a need for us to sit down with these people and teach them and explain the part of the law. To tell them how rate is issued, how search warrant is issued, how it is done, so that you can be in line with the legality. How can it be done? You see, sometimes when you think people who are educated and know all, they know all. Some of the law enforcement officers, you see, they know nothing about the law. They wouldn't say that they say we take action. They themselves don't want to read. And that is very cardinal. That is very important. When you are part of an institution, you read about that institution. So you are knowledgeable. Tomorrow, when somebody asks you what Care Foundation is all about, you will be able to give, if not in totality, you will get a synopsis of the significance of the importance of the Care Humanitarian Foundation to say something about it. So, Madam Chief Justice, I think it's paramount, it's very important for us to give them legal tutorage. Yes, it's important for us to give them what? Legal tutorage. Legal tutorage is a cool word combined with your English word. So, tutorage is also with tutorial. Because what I've got to realize now, most of our people don't know the law. If we are not willing to questions, to come with the hard questions, what is the law saying about this situation? Because the first and foremost here is going to that community, that CDC area, that CDC headquarters, right in front of people, and the people behind CDC, that community CDC headquarters. So if we want to do it, let's go through the court process properly. As a matter of fact, the first question I will come to the LDEA mind: do you think the Western Magisterial Court has control over that area where the smaller community is located around the CDC headquarters? Do they have control? If that is established, yes. Then how do we go about getting the rate of seizure and search warrants? How do we get it? Now, if the Nukuta Magisterial Court, if they don't have control over that area, then who do? Who does have control? Then you say, oh, then somebody will say, oh, no. Nukuta, Western Corner get authority over that area in Western control area. The people that get control of the Moravia City Code, they are close with the authority to issue such seizure warrant. Okay, but then how do we go? We're supposed to apply, but okay, how do we go? Got to carry all the needed documents. Then the court will have to approve. And now, if they were in the know, Liberians, I think then what happened and escalated to the CDC headquarters, and some of our officers got wounded free of charge. And some of our citizens were, some of them were jailed, some of them were naked. You know, it would have not gone that far. So I think, Madam Chief Justice, in my mind, there is a need for us to have a small little class for some of our security people, because it shows that some guys in the LDA don't know anything about how the search and seizure warrant is issued. They just say that they say, man, we'll do the law enforcement. The people come, we just operate, we just go and take action. But they themselves now, they didn't go through the bureaucracy that would have led to them obtaining a valid legal search and seizure warrant or a rate to do what they may have done in that part of Montserrat, that community. For me, that's what I think. There is a need. Not just the LDA, the police, the fire service, all of them. Because when our people, they are not in the know about the law, they don't know certain things. They will away you add them, but I know the high, but I know that, but I know they will do, but I time people not die. But I know that, but I know they will do, but I time people cause of them damage. People got wounded in the process. I don't know. That I don't know brought that trouble. Because people refuse. And again, probably somebody might be in the know. But because somebody want to achieve something, they want to achieve an interior motive. They want to achieve something. So they think that going behind the law will have been the best thing to do. Before the law can raise any issue, they took their actions have been taken already. but they are not concerned about the overall damage their actions will have cost the country. And I want to thank the Chief Justice. I want to thank her because she's fast-acted. She's as skilled and she's cognizant of the law. Because she knows what this will mean for the judiciary branch of our country. It will send out a bad signal. It will cause people to be skeptical, suspicious. Next will always come whenever they see a sheriff breaking a rate. The hard question will be asked because people will use the small town community CDC crisis with the LDA and the police as a key study. So I ask every one of you Liberians, what do you think? Who do you think is in the wrong? So the actions of the LDA to have gone to that community and do what they did was was illegal. Looking at the things that I've explained that trigger the LDA moving in, that even have to have the police coming to as backup, that led to our people, our citizens, been flocked, tear gas, and our security officers were stoned. Some of them got wounded. I'll leave it with you and I'll ask you, what do you think? For me, I'm just giving you my own. I think there is a need to start teaching small. We do some small tutorial with some of the officers and even some of the code people so that they understand the thing that they are given to take care of. 0772 758958. 0772 758958 or 0886 31 393184. 0886 31 393184. You can call me on this number. Let's hear you. What do you think from what I've explained that transpired that led to the situation? Let's take our very first caller. Good morning. Good morning. I'm okay, my dear brother. Your name, where are you calling from? Yeah, please shut up, man. You're breaking. Okay, you say your name? Oh, yeah, you will make some adjustment, then you call us back. 0772 758958. 0772 758958 or 0886 393184 are the numbers to call. And let's hear you as it relates to what we are discussing, the actions taken by the Chief Justice, and then looking at what transpired, the investigation. Who do we hold liable, even though it has happened already, and what precautions do you think we can take? Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Your name, where are you calling from?
This is Victor Virginia calling from St. Paul's Bridge.
Okay, from St. Paul's Bridge. All right, let's hear you, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, my point has to do with who wrote that particular article, sex and sexual warrant.
Mm-hmm.
Who are in the know? He work with a particular group and he understand the law.
Mm.
That before you do a document or how do you call it?
The judge, the presiding judge.
The judge have to give you that mandate. The judge have to give you that mandate that go ahead and do it.
And then the three magistrates that you also and the city solicitor, they all should be involved.
Of course. And even if the judge gave you that mandate, or if the judge not gave you that mandate, and your DA officer went in the court and met you there, the question is supposed to ask them, what are you people going to do this particular point? You went from within the particular area you're trying to ask for research and feature.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get any practical thing. Just on the DA office does not understand the law. You don't understand it. Get the people the practical.
Yeah.
This is government that we are running.
And he said,
when they don't understand.
You said the people stole the LDA officers stole the rate for all his debts.
In the particular case, as for me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm really one for Daniel Yoke to who declared who was in the know of the law. And are giving this particular document to these people illegally. He's supposed to be reliable because he knows the law. He knows that the people are not supposed to come from across, passing over other courts to go to other court, to go to West Point and go get that particular document from there. And you look at it, you can't give it to them. Even when they stood it, what was it when they stood it? What was the complaint? We just say, oh, boy, you are not yet. You know, so we were so tired, you can't get document. And while preparing the document, one will use the Bible
Yes, sir.
to attend to other things. They took the document on the desk. And I kept calling. We know that particular complaint too. So it's supposed to be reliable. Other thing that they told me is something was going to happen in past. Then what we saw the contact, now what was going to be saying,
Okay.
is that how comment work?
We,
It's so tough, man.
we thank God that, yeah, we thank God that nothing but thank you so much, my dear brother. Thank you so much for being a part of the program. Special talk for special people on Kia Radio 95.9. 077-275-8958. 077-275-8958 or 0886-393184. Let's get your view as it relates to this issue I just told you about. Let's hear you concerning this to see who do we hold liable. It has happened already, but what would be your own advice and caution to everybody? Good morning.
Oh, it's a boy, we have to from you.
Uh-huh.
I'm doing.
I'm okay.
Okay, I'm the general on this morning.
Yeah, the general, welcome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We just thank you for the show, Bob, that you have said it all. Now, what I want to say to the Advent people, you know what I'm saying, my son? Yes, thank you for the peace and continue to exhibit this cover. Thank you for that. You want to be with it? Oh, one from it. They're criminals from the name of the yes, that's why I said, let me know, confess, I don't want for you again. That's why I said, we are keeping the peace. And if we're not going to be keeping the peace as a government, but they're not doing it for people. When we say that about good fun and anything like that,
that the government told the LDA could not to go through the court procedure.
They were wrong and lied. I want to get a big document and say, I want to get no. You want to get nobody happy. What do you do? You want to run your head and let them happy. What is the company? The one who is for people. The one who just saying, what is the company do? What about talking about the game? Good Bible up there, one day, what country? They were wrong when they said that the people are normal. Maybe what is going on in some of the money for possibility. It's running the content. It's wrong. What about the skin? Not the skin. Like the people.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Man City. Thank you for being a part of the program Special Talk. Let's take your calls. Let's say good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name, where you calling from?
Thank you very much. Abraham King Duplin, I call from Busher Island. I'm a former police officer.
Okay. Mr. Duplin, good to have you got me speak as an ordinary citizen, now as a police officer now. So let's get you in this matter. How do you see it? What is your own take?
Thank you very much. We will speak from a professional point of view. We're going to get this is my profession, but not with somebody. The DDA or the government in totality was the error.
Okay.
I want to call on the government to start to see how best they can pay compensation to those who got Let me give you some legal instances. You saw the lady who was being half naked and escorted a police officer. When they come to your home, it is wrong on the police duty manual to have two men escorting a female suspect. The duty manual says there must be a female suspect and escort a female officer to escort female suspect.
Okay.
If you're escorting a juvenile, you shouldn't wear uniform. Because if you're escorting a female officer and you want to escape nature, what do you do?
So that in the police, that I come in. Is that in the police manual?
Yes.
Okay.
The police detail manual says before you escort a female, there must be a female police officer. Didn't make that clear. It also goes out to say if there are no female officer, you are going to escort female who is not a police to be escorting her. If you are escorting a juvenile, don't wear uniform. For the police to stay there and bring a lady out naked and copy of the fuck in that video is ridiculous. Because chapter 2 of the criminal procedure law says 2.1 is specific. It says the defendant is innocent and state prison is guilty. You treat an innocent person in that manner, that is wrong. The criminal procedure law, chapter 1.11. Because they to keep the seed. Because the seed is the most important thing in the land. Keep the seed. Procedure. 1.11 paragraph 1 talking about complaining, crime or examination thereof. It says to go to the magistrate and not to the court.
Okay.
And explain to the magistrate that is believed to be a crime. The law says the magistrate must also interview witnesses. If God follows to say that he's convenient, if the magistrate is convenient, he should not wait. If you want to keep that away, you should come back to the magistrate who has a proceeding. If he did a necessary, he should allow that person to hire in that case. If not, he should be convicted or discharged. That is the procedure to keep the peace. Which was that also aware. That goes back to the appropriate place I want to take it about that place now. The action of the text violates our law. Chapter 15, chapter E, talking about contact. You can't use an illegal end to get a legal means. I will not take this down. Chapter 15, verse 32, talk about obtaining and issuing deceptive writing or doctrine that was justice on the credit. Go to read it, 15, verse 32. The VA needs to admit that they obtained a fraudulent document or deceptive document. If they obtain a fraudulent document, you can't use a fraudulent document to get a legal and no. Two, the VA also violated chapter 13 for 71. They talk about facilitation of forgery. If the VA went there and facilitated a forgery and forced the signature of the magistrate, then he should be held liable. It speaks to the violation of chapter 2.4 that talks about mistake and ignorance of the law. It shows that VA officer is not informed of the law. So he erroneously. If he did that,
Okay.
they can violate that 29 of that same law. It's talking about mistake of the law and the relation to the unlawfulness of those and the legality of arrest. So the arrested they were illegal.
Okay.
Now they claim to be in pursuit or they were trying to raid. That's not saying they won't raid. Yes, law enforcement officers can raid. Now the law is a paramilitary. Criminals can raid. Police can raid. Army can raid. Let me come to the army. In the army of God can raid. Raid in the army is also to be a attack or a terrorist attack of a place expected to enemy good. Only the police rare is a or a foreign person of an area believed to be infected with criminal or stolen goods or material or drug dealer. And they are playing with the issue of small time. Criminal can play a market, they can play anywhere. But it's always so if you want to work something and you didn't get the people, you're trying to go in a different direction. If you are pursuing them, then you should be cautious enough.
Okay.
If you allow due diligence on the law, these things will not there. Let's come back to the DEA and the police coming in. The police coming in was 100% wrong. The DEA is established agency, affected the law. They have the members of system to enforce the law. They are telling us that the police are going to clear the road. Who say that DEA cannot clear the road? The commissioner can clear the road. Bureau of Immigration can clear the road. The FBA can clear the road. The issue of clearing the road is the one process of bringing the police into use everything. That's not your clearing the road. You were here on February 11th. When the army woman, so-called army woman, that was our law. I went to register to explain it. The army woman told the evaluation of our law. That is incitement to riot. When our law is a violation of chapter 17:3, we call the started conduct. The army woman got no. Then the army the police go to go and no. The other woman back to the room.
Okay.
They were sitting on the Banga highway, and the black guys they were talking. Halfway in Banga highway in Lima in Brentu, is the part of highway across our body percent. The car is coming road with fire, and you want the people exploiting it. The black person will call to excessive is the fire brigade. Because of the you know, a fire of the fire. If you want to shooting, live bullet, shooting, other thing, then you are in error. So the second that the army movie broke the same law accusing the security of British engineering. So my advice to them is that in error because the fire was permanent, and the law said you can use the permanent act to get the legal means.
Thank you. What's your name again? Oh, he slip up, but he's from we're getting. Good morning.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam.
Israel, please, this morning I'm not going to call my name.
Okay.
The reason why I'm not going to call my name because we know what is talking. For us, we are a commoner. So we don't want to be affected with our job. What's the issue? I'm calling from somewhere to somewhere. I'm calling from somewhere.
Oh, you gotta change your position. You gotta shake up. You're not too clear. Just shake up a little bit. Adjust yourself because you are calling from somewhere to somewhere. So you gotta leave somewhere for another somewhere. Then you can be better. Then you'll be proper. You'll be crystal clear. 0772758958. 07727589. I want to find the woman that called from Looking Town. I was trying to get his name. Now, sometimes these are people we invite to explain more about the law, explain about the it's very good. I hope I will get in touch. I got his number already. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm back on the line.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm talking from somewhere. The reason why I'm from somewhere to somewhere to get it clear.
Yeah.
The line, I thought that's what it needs. Now, because of spiritual. I'm not spiritual person now. I'm not a little bit early. But Lord is about reasoning. It's like what I cannot stop at the children.
Oh, the line that you coming in distorted. Yeah, you're not sounding properly. That makes some adjustment, my dear brother. you're making a very good point. I just want you to adjust yourself where you are, go, because you are calling from somewhere to somewhere. So leave that somewhere and go to Goodway, and then you be able to call. My God. Wow. Wow. Man, I was in the Victor Jones. Okay, I'll get this one. So call me on 077275 758958. Again, good morning.
Good morning, Richard.
Okay, different person. Where are you calling from?
Good morning, Bob.
Okay, my dear brother, let's hear you in this matter. I think you listen to us.
Yeah, wrong. It is wrong. So the very people positive American minister will be justifying also there as an individual. I think they were doing so on part of the way the year for Michael and Peter. Like it is still a result of it for Western boys. And I'm going to talk about it now. Just to the double position. The very extra the information minister coming off to be fair. Because that talk there is talking. So they are coming to be fair. When it is wrong, it is wrong.
But it said that a few persons just decide to do that thing to create tension or why about that. They know, why is it? Or they don't know the law. They don't know the procedure. So you think that you think the action of the chief justice to have lacked the bailiff and the sheriff of jail for that behavior to or decision was also right to have investigated and say no. Yeah.
When they did the yeah, I can point to the board and said, you want to start them.
Brother, thank you so much. Special talk for special people on Kia Radio 95.9 077 275 8958 0886 393184. The number to call and you'll be live on the program. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name?
Austin, from Oro.
Austin, go ahead.
Yeah, first I want to commend you for your brilliant analysis that you get from private and length of direct judicial proceeding from you. And you spoke to the issue lengthily and you spoke holistically. You made a basis for the FDA, for the judge, and then back to the DA and the community. For president, I don't look at the picture of Boye-Weah, and I mean that I will start beating and putting it in face. What I know the law, they start in class, then do all these things. And what I tell I get down, but I want to do that thing. So I look at the picture between the FDA and the citizen. So the FDA was wrong. In a sense that if you are LDA, you should know your mapping. And the first thing you don't know, in your own testing, the mapping test, I mean, you follow the judicial branch, and you don't know where you don't go and get your wife or a response.
Okay.
So if you think all innocent, it is not bad to fight judge. So when you get judge, it's not bad. So you are doing your duty. So instead of doing, you should have got to make why you are the things that are going to do joint security. And the joint security, you do that for in a vicinity to go to get a job or the zero area. So you just get a few names for a DA and we have to go and start you off. So I mean that the mission of law your own self gain. You are not for the country interest as well. For not being for all the job. But instead of doing the citizen, whenever in a compact is a citizen, it's not really around the citizen finance. So if the citizen was in if the FDA want to pursue criminal and they go in the business of the criminal, what is you are doing is why to see up there to point at those people and get it up whether they were identified as a police officer, they were identified already. So instead of that, You join them and you have to follow up with that, to fight against the police. It was go as well also all of yours were the statement that the political leader made, that is statement that the people going back. Imagine the statement in the country, the speaker of the people went on the project instead of pulling turn down as if they putting this thing. The people that the woman that are afraid, the council of them like the people that they whatever, they put this thing. So if the other thing I think for what is political leader say is what the people are going to. So I want to mention that we have former president, we have addressing the international community and everyone to cut into the case against this is what going on. So he's a man of peace, but I'm of peace. But the on the other end, the police were also go by apprehending or female. That's about what I say, the president you saw everything of the party,
Yeah.
the party stole something, you then taking that internet and call the president, the president of the photo you just say, think you can put out what we did, but you just apprehend the person on dressing, dragging it, it remind us of the dark days. And the video was going by going style on the coastal road, it also reminds me of the dark days. So it was one because two people information that what make the whole people that they also to the seminar that general said putting no on to the police and student last for the other one the project is all as well.
Okay.
Remember Uganda case where you got it get a misinformation that one base Uganda go down to the cross to this and down the front of democracy. So you know go past to the back there one. Misinformation is very bad, it's a very weapon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He spoke very, very well. He spoke very, very well. And I must commend him for that. Special talk for special people on Kia Radio 95.9 0772 758958 0772 758958 or 0886 393184. And you like on the program Special Talk for Special People. Good morning.
Boye-Weah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Labra. You going to sure West Point.
Okay, Labra, let's hear you. Tayo West Point for the trouble.
Don't be.
I mean, I just joking with people. I can't get something I'm ready to.
Speaking of question, let me say thank you again for the show. And thank you to the Kia Summit.
Labra, slip up the line, and I show he's going to call back on 0772 758958 0772 758958. Good morning.
And good morning. How you doing, man?
I'm okay, Chief. You know where you're calling from?
I'm good, Mark.
Okay, Mikey, let's hear you on this thing, man.
I'm going to tell you guys so far. All they are trying to do is to want to destroy their political opponents. They are started from the beginning, from the campaign period, that these guys just from bringing drugs in the country. So they are not serious to run the country to go there and say, oh, this is what we're doing, we arrest drugs.
Oh, you slip up the line. I hope you call back. Mikey, I hope you call back. Check your credit. Probably it might have gone up. Call us and be live. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, where you calling from? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my name is Aliyu. I'm coming from your comfortable residence culture.
Okay, Aliyu. Go ahead.
Thank you for this one. And one of your biggest scholars said that I'm ready to see that we see we need to protect our kids. We could people and we believe that 4 years and now we come to the yeah, so this what is it? So when to rate, I don't know I'm not security personnel who already starting point. And the rating will have it will have
A rate.
Yeah, especially to avoid rating that something no that you can really go to anything. It's a
Yeah.
I think that's
Mhm.
what I'm going to do is what it the police was saying, for the people start, the people were here from out, they start taking right on the police. I think that was not very right thing to do. Because the police, they not to arrest anybody, they will just send you to do that. So that's what is also to do. Not for your stakeholders. The police people come to our gate. We don't know what they care for. But to start putting them right on some of them will put it. And we need to really set our security because when that's when I think to say, oh, that would take to just fighting the security any kind of way. They are the security they are here to protect life and our property.
Mm.
So we president wound them and other things. I think that's not right thing for us to do. What is right thing to do? Let's protect our peace. And we end at the team. Once we can go to the party, we end at that agreement.
Mm.
We want that great party come first. Then we're not supposed to be with one another. They group that great party. When anybody that hurt or anybody that the protest, it's an agreement that's what is the detail of the party, anything. So let's be united because the unity will take our power and we will see the right person. Any government that's in a position when you see the right person talking, when you see the whole thing, don't talk it.
Okay.
So don't just say anything what I'm doing bad. You just that is because enough from our party, or enough from our party. I think we go for that route. We are each year, we are number 177.
Okay.
Our country now, anyone look at Rwanda. Rwanda now, Africa, yeah, they're one of the countries in Africa now. So they all go to war. The people that in Rwanda and I think that we look at the country today. That would be that history. That would be together and support what is right to get done. To say, oh, that's what they are criminal. Anything they do, that's nothing. You know, we now if you want them on the we go for choice or another. We want the third party, oh, what is the bad thing? The other problem, no, I think we have to wait to anyway with that kind of mentality. Let's be first, thinking. Be first to say that we love our country. We don't want our country to put out any president in the position. Why if you do the right thing, we should support. When you do the right thing, you talk to the I think that's the right thing to do that view. Thank you for calling the time this morning.
Thank you so much, my dear brother. Thank you too for your own contribution on the program. Special talk for special people on Care Radio 95.9 0772 758 I'm going to say, Big Brother Clay Richards, how are you there? It's been a while. It's good to hear from you, Clay Richards. You're in the United States. You're following us. Thank you so much. Special talk on special people on Care Radio 95.9 0772 758 Call us be like. Good morning.
Yep. Boye-Weah.
Yeah, Labra.
Yeah. Back on the line, do things to Labra. Wait for the touch-up.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, thank you. So, interesting today. It's just, I don't know when you are giving us we were discussing the motivational discussion.
No, yesterday.
Yesterday, and we didn't have much color putting in their call. But today, I'm talking about politics has taken over everything. And we are talking about moving our country forward. I think these are basic foundations that should be laid down that our children will be following us will not just be schooled into politics, but they will also be into the sector that humanitarian side and where they will be concerned with a lot of people that are going up for discussion. Particularly to the issues here. There is people that are placed in the position I'm talking about, the head of the DEA, head of the National Police, and other security authorities. So sad that you will put them in the position and they will go there with personal feelings. And which I believe is very, very bad for us as a nation, because I think if they place you somewhere, they place you there to work in the interest of the Nigerian people. If we don't know how to handle issues, that will make things. What happened at the airport of the CDC is just don't assume that you are doing a piece of work which they should be doing. But the moment in which you're going to do the work is another thing.
And some of them, you see, Israel in the government, they have a personal grudge for this mighty party. And no matter what they do, CDC will still remain supreme. Nothing can change. Nobody can hate us as a party. You'll be wasting your time. Can you raise us, as the president said? But the thing here is just work in the compound of the law. If you come into a rest, we are not resisting or beyond our party. But we have so many rules that you can pass with and go over there to a rest. Why would it do our headquarters? You will pass like Israel, like you say, that just if somebody coming in your hallway and just coming with part of arm in your hallway, what have you feel? So you feel anything, right? So let's assume that they were not going by the CDC, but the money point we did, bring up fixed rate, I think in 40 rate, whatsoever the fake they went to it. So they put coming up giving different statements, they give different statements, like national is automatically somebody will look at it that there was a bad place somewhere, seriously Israel, and that's bad for us as a nation. Let us learn to do the right thing, the vision of country of law and law in this Africa. Thank you so much, Israel.
Thank you so much, James Labra there from West Point, for being a part of the program. Good morning. From somewhere. So you're calling from somewhere to somewhere?
Somewhere to somewhere.
Yeah, go ahead, my dear brother.
Yeah, administratively, if one I'm in charge of the security is working, we are being told that we cannot join security. There's no way another character will do something without the explanation of other people. You got the justice ministry, you got the AFL side, you got the police, you got the DEA. If you have to go on a search for warrant, I believe all the characters should be in the know. They don't got this people intentionally. They claim to be the people that know governance. They know about governance. They have all the charisma. They have spent a longer years in terms of governance. But we are seeing them to proceed in this kind of definite meaning or intentionally done. Now, you have to go for such a warrant to another committee. But knowing that, yes, indeed, the future opposition office is around there. Even if those guys ready to the office, the thing you do, stop there, communicate with the leadership of the institution, CDC, we have been already went to your place there. So we want them out. I'm shooting when they're there, but we have gone there, start shooting live bullets. And look at what happening now. People are condemning CDC. But look at the investigation that coming on. So many they were how you tell us the world that is not trying, not proof, take it to go if they're not on it. Because the industrial Israel. Remember, Joseph Baker told you that when it comes to power, to subdue the CDC to the lowest. And not everything, don't people will go around here that CDC was wrong. CDC is not wrong. The investigation will come for. But again, like Bruning, the mistake you made, even if you don't want Georgia, it should have been different country. But Baker is not the solution to this country. He is a problem to this country. Thank you very much for
Inshallah, my brother. Thank you so much. Special talk from special people on Kian Radio, FM 95.9, 077-275-8958, 077-275-8958, or 0886-393184, 0886-393184. Call us and you'll be live on the program. Special talk for special people on Kian Radio. Let's hear you. Let's hear you. And I think I must applaud the Chief Justice for decisional actions. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Chief from Roman.
Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, brother. Thank you for your topic on the discussion this morning. But I'll tell you, are you a lawyer or are you practicing law?
I'm practicing a law.
Oh, man, but I will commend you to be in your children campaign to see one day. Yeah, because you know, you really say more. According to the prayer, for me, I don't have much to say. I'll only give two advantage to our brother. I would like to first advise is to be changes first. So not that we're always thinking that two kids into the game. You know, the two kids they have in the CDC doing a council of protest that they had, and then went to work and cancel protest against what you were a ruling party, so going to protest and you go cancel protest. These are the things that the ruling party based on and take that breath on that off. These all the things these are the disease of motor against the integrated. When the people are protesting on the bigger campus on the stages, you don't go there and you force it, you go there. The United Party are very smart. They always play on the intelligence of the citizen to see how best to make them look unpopular. So the student man has seen man the United Party to look at not to look at our own case and then take it for our hand. This time around they be smart and learn for the past one. And so our brother are always in the action of doing right. Look at what happened. They put that protest against you. There's a 10,000 % damage. All who will be responsible for that? Because who will pay for it? Those people that were arrested should not be the one to pay for it. And those people that are arrested, they are also beyond bad. So we should live for our part and live for experience. We should not be the one to be causing trouble. The people will always be beyond us and they will be there with them beyond bad. Nobody will be all up. And the person that thing when I visual better when I put it in there, with the police people, when I come in, people will come in, when I follow them, people for the food. We don't come on, we don't come there. Yes, they don't go out, they don't walk inside. I'm on my father again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your own advice and your participation on the program Special Talk. For special people on Care Radio 95.9 077 275 8958 077 275 8958 or 0886 393184 0886 393184. Call us and you are live on the program Special Talk. Let's hear you. What's your take on this whole matter? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Eric Nestapi.
Eric, where are you calling from?
Yeah. I'm from Sinko.
From Sinko. Let's hear you, Eric.
You're a strong behind. If you get sick, you can't do a little where you move on it. The person of the thing, you go, oh, I'm ready. Marie, you don't have nobody that do it. That will carry as you speak to my brother.
Yes, Marie.
You do well. I'm never graduating later to the farm. I'm never going to do it there. For every blessing, they will be getting a way to call to the and the thing, oh, why the new bottle? We need to try and walk each other. Now, the main thing that's over the corner with each other. We don't want for this. We're not our friend to be up. I want to see my brother. Love. Somebody having a go down to the airport. Or the only guy where he's the tool. Remember, he was part of you. That fear plan was time that never costing me. Hey, you don't play it, so you don't walk each other.
Oh, the never guy hit the pole, they didn't say nothing.
Yes.
But
keep them up.
But you go back there now that you just start shouting.
You know, we don't walk each other.
Don't lock each other.
Don't walk each other. So we need to put ourselves together.
So you think the action of you think the action of the Chief Justice was right? And then they said, look, the West Point Court never had they have no authority to go to that people place because they're not control area.
You know, the Chief Justice, he acted like a real model. I mean, who is model? Exactly. See, I want to do the right thing. You know, come there for them or who know you, who don't know you, do the right thing.
Okay.
That will be better. The person can be a best friend. And the person do the wrong. That's the person.
So this time when the court carry right to your honor, you'll be asking plenty of questions and you show it from the court, you show.
I will make sure that what you said about really wrong.
So you have plenty of questions.
Yeah.
The people can say you've been asking all the questions and all the cell phone call to know and you reject.
You know, Baba, the take on the judge take on any problem. And the importer. The importer is the problem. Let's take on. Because why is people crap on red? The importer bring red to get red. You don't get red. So there's only you gotta give an importer. we stop the God want to step on the driver coming to go there. Yeah, everybody who drives here. So the problem is give up that. Because I say about there, I don't see.
Every day.
You need to get rid of 50 hands at the end of the job.
Okay.
That's what we have to people there.
Okay.
No, he cut the root. He cut the root out of the tree. But you don't go. But you don't die. The other day, go cut it. The other day, go cut it. I'm going to give you.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much for being a part of the program. Special talk for special people on Care Radio. You check out some few minutes on the dot. So punch in your calls on 0772 758958, and you are live on the program. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name, where you calling from?
Yeah,
You must go ahead.
Yeah. The video called at the now. The one of the organization, the driver is there. We don't see the number. We got broke down there to see our level better. One time you say that, I'm not running to better to give you what. TV gonna in town. And I'm gonna service TV gonna right. But then what is there now? Everybody gonna is in town again. He trying to start this person gonna. So here is let's come to the end like right. Not gonna no political party. Not gonna TV. Not gonna everybody feel that the peace that. Jadi kalau dia tahu semua orang tidak orang tahu, semua sudah tahu itu semua jadi dunia itu pasti orang mesti punya kasih itu apa yang anything that
Thank you too, my dear brother. Thank you so much for your caution. Special talk on special people on Care Radio 95.9 077 275 8958 0772 75 8958 or 0886 39 3184 0886 39 3184 are the numbers to call, and you'll be live on the program Special Talk. Good morning.
Yes, how are you?
Well, I'm awesome. Your name, where you calling from?
We're calling from Ronald State.
Okay, so let's hear you on this Chief Justice and the court, the LDA. Oh, he slip up the line. So I hope you will punch in the calls and be live on the program Special Talk. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name, where you calling from?
I'm calling from LSP.
Callie, go ahead. How do you see it? What is your take on it?
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, very election time. Why very those people can be top up in the party here for the doing and on a daily basis people trying to make one get like this and that. So what is they do for there?
But many the people play who? Callie, I report party headquarters now. Why you tell them to move on there and go home?
No, but I can't let sometimes why they just get a group of people bringing someone. That's doing what is doing to improve their self.
But the people get vocation. Chief, and they get vocational school there. People go to school that are party. Yeah, they get a big place. See what they have vocational school. So maybe people go to school, other people to go sit down to the party. How they looking, I mean, at the politics now?
Oh, what I'm trying to say is we must try to recognize our officers in the country.
Okay.
You know, see this operation as a whole. Everybody know, acknowledge and see that somebody know what it's up for. So for everybody to continue to base on the people that they carry, the people that arrest that they don't carry that. They want to know everyone to see police officers when you see them somewhere on a serious movement, you need to say that the actors come to prove.
Okay, but call you to your house there. Then some people come there, police officer and sheriff come from the court. They say, oh, Collie, we come to check your house there and tell you get drugs here. We want to check in your house. But then
The paper they bring out to check only how that paper ain't coming from the court. That's just people put it in the corner and give it to people, police officer to bring it. And fighting open to call it her and they spot something and people get here, call it phone or can't also to the chunk the police put back here. So at the end of the day, call it who will hold responsible now? We call it be wrong, or they put a can there to do the arrest, then bring the proper paper will be wrong. We want will do.
On the uniform is no one maybe to recognize the attitude. I can't say they are all set to go together. The uniform alone.
Oh, uniform alone. Oh, but then call you, I come into your hall. I ran uniform. So you see uniform, you get up for people, eh? So they call you.
I will be there. You have the thing you're not and this one anything I belong.
Oh, okay.
Working in the government, you get it. You get that join with right and it won't happen now. You just want to broadcast people what I call or like two people they join there they know the program to they did it better than other person and at the end of the day and you right and someone each day today and someone then now they right the other person
I think a normal thing. We free those people that normal thing. Oh, so you want so
that one day someone free, you know I said to me, one day said or half day, that will keep you some of what you know.
Okay.
And you will take the plan in the time you take to go and take that you can't give nothing, you take that time to effort and then so that can be all kind of people thing. When you ain't there, never peace.
Okay. I see. Call it, you made your point. You made your point. I respect your point. Thank you, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Papa. You have called it. The guy said the fight concern I try to correct helping to he said you have problem with that pool. The way the people can be part of the CDC headquarters, you have problem. Why they go do that? They should go home to that thing. They will put party headquarters. You don't know why they are doing. They also have vocational school there. So other people go to school and they put party. Say, okay, I understand. Only say as long as police officer, whether the paper correct, you open your door. You open your door. So long as you see police uniform, you open your door. Good morning. Anywhere you calling from? I hear you come by. What you say? Oh, too bad. The line. No, I really didn't get what he was saying, but the line. Please give in the stop there. Let me roll this thing. I'll read my comment. Let me take the call. Good morning. Yeah, you had the guy that just left the line. The guy that said, so long you see paper, you will open a door. Whether you correct. So long you see uniform on you open a door.
Now what thing is that because in the country we have to respect our police. So in the country we have the police. Why was saying if they who are citizens and then I know to myself that I'm not in this and then they announce in the city that tomorrow some to not feel great by any time. If I'm not in great, then I will not be. So if you know that you don't have that particular thing in your work, they come down and say, you come in, check in your work for that. If you know you don't get it, then why you can't get it? People examine.
But that my brother, that's not how it works. That's your own understanding. But the reality of it is not how it works. When the police come in, when the police want to search your community or your house, they go to the court. The court will give them that authority, that paper. The judge will sign, will approve it. And they will give it to you. The person will come, they will give it to you and say, my man, we brought this something, the paper from the court to search your house. And then you will, it's not because the police wear police uniform, it's the law. It is the law that the people say they follow. That what brought the noise.
So everything is police if you show people
no, that's different. It got different instances though. It got different instances though. Where the police coming to say they won't can check. When they say they won't get people to can check your community or your house, that way they will go to the court now.
But when the police come in your community to pass around to see who causing trouble, yeah, that one they can go there. And the police right, they're there to protect life and property. But when they come in to say they want can check your house now, your own house, to say you keeping people in our house, they causing trouble in the community, they want to check your house, they got to go to the court. They can't just kind of open your door and go there. They got to go to the court, to bring up people and say, my man,
you know the police are not coming to you know that you know to yourself that if the police coming to your place, they are not coming with violence.
So
they inform you now, they inform you because there's something like the danger, it's not just something like it, just the danger for us to die, and they want to tell you.
Yeah, but the people they carry on the paper are not from the court, and they say from the court. And so you see what happened that day now. Our brother then got wounded, police got wounded, DA officer got wounded, the whole city was all set down.
And
the person up down, but my man, someone punch you for the ground, you won't wake up, you faint. You think for nothing, you think that you die for running around. Okay, you big day. Thank you so much. I like him. I like this guy. Special talk for special people on Kia Radio FM 95.9 0775 7275 8958 or 0886 393 Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Your name, where you calling from?
Calling from Kingo.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, brother. See, further I want to comment and row. I want to Oma. If I had a strength to say I want to Oma.
Wow.
Yeah, because she believes in the church, she believes in the law. She has passion for the law. You remember on the seriousness of President John, we are when our Oma was appointed, people for the rest of our Oma appointment, saying that the Oma is old, you don't have much time to do a teacher, say, you don't have much time or company will get another money to pay all I want to do, but if we give the payment of the staff, that doesn't do that work. Now she is proceeding, and in the thing, people say that they don't believe and trust in the judicial system. Now, when they say the Oma is taking now, people know that the judicial system is just our rule is ignorance of the rule and the law. Now, what we would have been right. We are blind, we are animals of this thing, and we don't know. So, and the people like you, senators, what they do here on the judicial system, we need people like you, we need people like you, we need other people that around us. So, the power is more than the good one. I want something else. I want them to say.
Okay, thank you so much, my dear brother. Thank you so much for being a part of the program. Special talk for special people on Kia Radio FM 95.9. I'm so common. Oh, yes, the flexible general. How are you? I'm following from the economic freedom fighters of Liberia. Let me use the medium to say happy birthday to the CRC Emmanuel Gongwo. Okay. Thank you so much. Clay Richards, big brother Clay Richards. He said, of these people that was appointed by Boye-Weah knows of their functions. Al-Haji Bawizi, how are you, my dear brother? There, my dear friend and brother. It's good to see you back on. It's good to see you from you too. Al-Haji Bawizi. You guys in South Korea, okay? Respectfully believe that individuals appointed by Joe Boye-Weah may be fully equipped with the necessary knowledge and expertise to effectively fulfill the roles of their information minister and the DEA boss. Thank you so much. Let me take this caller. Back. Continue. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Where are you calling from?
Police officer, I spoke on the show, but I got a call from my nephew that you tried to get in touch with him when I got the line. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah, I said I was going to get the name, but the name I wanted. So it's good now, Mr. Dukley, because at time I want to take the time to have you. You have the expertise in explaining some of these law enforcement issues, some of the manual. So I wanted to get. We found time to have you here on the show, so we talk more about these things. So it will help our young people, help some members of the different security apparatus in understanding how the law works and how it should be applied. That's what I wanted to say.
Yes, you are talking about the show this morning.
law enforcement.
Okay.
We see the most distinguished leadership award from the only police training, which is evident. I was impacted by American people, which is evident. I received great from them. I'm a distinguished officer. I resign because believe that what I was going through was not appropriate. So you can call me anytime. And let me just give you reference. The family SD of the Republic of Nigeria is very witness. There was a case against the people of Niger. Not like that was the people of Zulu. The Google and associate took me from there to back up to defend you. And I went there. I was stupid. It was on the other side. He made me one time and stop and said, no, brother. I defended this government three times. In court, if I believe the government is wrong, I want there and make that clear. If you want me on the show, anytime, call me.
Okay.
2011, December 2030. So I'm not a citizen party, no, I don't believe in the ideology of party. I picked up on the UN progress briefly, and I said I came my knowledge on that. I am the former co-coordinator for the community white district 14. For 10 years across now, so you can tell me this is 14 or tell me for me and say, yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Duple. Thank you so much. We hope to get in touch with you, at the appropriate time to come and give our people some clear understanding and picture on the, what is important to talk about. I want to read your comments quickly before I go. My Papi Solo is trying to, let's see quickly. Let's see. Special talk for special people on Care Radio FM 95.9, 95.9. Coach, my God, yeah. All right, so Claire Rich is right. I respectfully believe that individuals appointed by the Joe Barker may not be fully equipped with the necessary knowledge and expertise to effectively fulfill the roles of the minister, the information minister, and the DEA boss. Let's squeeze this color. Good morning.
Hello.
Your name, where you calling from?
Yeah, to say now.
Yeah,
I'm on the pushing the gospel already morning. You see what I'm saying? They got always a kind of KG party that they want to set the thing because they have nowhere to go and the party to go and go find jobs. They did not job get to go, they did not job here, anything you find. Even I know that it's set up to make it then they set up to make it without working to go to work in it. They always just work away when they were free. To say that over there, they are internal people who want to hold the way together. They always do it today, they give you loving people. Look at that deal with it. That thing lasted for almost close to 12 hours. And now let's start waiting for the war. So it's still on the position. Tomorrow, they are this one, they have me. They want to read. That's what we do for people in life. And everything in the focus of the first meditation is how to do that character. You can laugh. Yeah, it's just this very right time. People, the little person doing like, if they want to carry, you know that, yeah, you are as possible. This character is this one, whether putting way to a profit in the country. So, that's what I feel. I didn't want to say. Now let's talk about how we do it. That is great thing. And one thing is with everything, without going out the same way to show, one thing is when we get to the over there, that is what I feel you finish over there. Why they have to go through it, they get through it, that is good over there. That is all I
media concern.
So, like this is how we will because this is our party. We will put that one in the period now. Party the going to be yes, we put it, the party out, and so then talk to the
okay.
The European government will not get to do that for it. It will take a system in there for the government. That move. Well, like the point I want to understand is the government over there. That they don't know who to put the hand on the phone to pass the sector. So now let's see. If the reality, You take it from you about it, and you, when you care about it,
Thank you. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you so much for being a part of the program. Special talk for special people on Care Radio. Romeo, as we are, you, my dear brother, you're there in Nikucha on the borough. We talk about the appearance of the Southeast Liberation Movement. I know, of course, you've always been on my back to give you guys the opportunity to appear on this unique platform. Sieh. But time is man's greatest enemy. Let's see if I can squeeze somebody on 077-275-8958, 07275-8958, 0886-393184, 0886-393184, and then you're live on the program, Special Talk for Special People on Care Radio, FM 95.9. It's good, and I like the decision, the actions of the Chief Justice, and that show is definitely going to be it's in the right direction. It's in the right direction. Let me see that squeeze this color before I go on today. Good morning.
Good morning.
Jenny, where you calling from? Okay. Go ahead.
I'm thinking about putting this discussion. My brother, the mission out there, the DA information like drugs, because you're selling, carry permit before you carry.
If you if you notice that something drugs in that community, or you get drugs dealers in there, yeah, you can ask for permit.
You carry the permit, the drugs to another area.
And they move to another area.
Mm-hmm.
You said they move to another area they had now.
You can't be notified that they will not escape to another area.
Yeah, but if you want to set, if somebody gets something about Orita, and you're doing Orita, yeah, I noticed that something in Orita horse. A different familiar come and say, "Orita, let's check your horse." You can't just come and check my horse. And you want to search my horse, you got to bring rate from the court. If I want to search Orita horse or anything, I will go to the court, and the court give me paper. The police will go to your horse, you open our horse, we check inside. Sometimes in the community, any police can just go in our community. Sometimes people call the police, say the police come there. They don't need to carry any warrant. But when the police want to go in that community, the police say there is this information about a cartel or drug dealer there, and they want to search that whole community. They want to carry that document to check because nobody will stop them. So that when the LDA went and did now, but the court said the paper they carry, I didn't get the paper. That somebody on the side there getting the paper.
And the thing that is here for the party for several people in the body of the permit from the court.
Which court? Which court? No, West Point. West Point.
West Point.
Yeah.
You got it from the parliament, you never get someone.
Maori. Listen now, the West Point court you see over there, they get control over that place where the CEC party headquarters in that community. The people are coming now. Let me help you now so you can tell somebody to. Hey, you want me to help you explain things? Let me explain one thing. I want to do another thing. That place where you see the community they call Sumata community, where the NCDC headquarters in that same community, that place there, the chief justice, the people say the West Point court now get control over that area. If for any reason the DA wanted, the people that get control over that area, that the Morovia City Court, that they authority. So the LDA people are supposed to go straight to the court and say, we want the people to go search. But if I then go to the court, the Westman court will go to the judge and say, you know nothing about it. You're not the one that signed the paper. That one clear get the paper, the clear admitted that the DA stole the paper from the text. So you see what I want now? Now I brought the trouble. Emergency, yeah.
Yeah, where everybody, the CDC was really drunk and I wanted to very protected. If they were very successful in that range, because here in that range, are showing you pictures, and pharmacy, the drugs that are very beyond it. If there's someone who wants for this drug, they don't follow it. Or come to this person, in fact, they go down it, they sell it, go down it. But in quality, the people that they go when the people going and paying, then they start attacking the people, and we know for attacking police, for the area to 1 or 2. They grab 1 or 2 in other company, big. The element was kept in a CDC compound, waiting for many things for grown reasons.
Okay.
When the police were not getting paid, they started joining CDC compound. They started attacking the people, one thing was started to see the whole was so black for those things. the people put a constant situation under control. Cancer and moving in it. They want to group are saying in it, came back on it.
So the CDC people wrong, eh?
Yeah, wrong. That job we are talking to the people.
Okay.
Nobody knows what in the country. You finish serving your son, you put a people under control. They are franchise of step.
Okay.
And they put a people under control.
So there are people under control. Thank you. So,
Let us know that one for me. Joseph point out now there are two presidents. They want to understand as well for that president. Still doing job we have to be president. Now one problem in your country, one people basing the like job we have all people here. When you know if Papa Sonnet on the now, then come and great.
Thank you.
Then you get to that for that kind of doing what is basing it.
Okay.
One problem.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rita. Oh yes, some is of essence. What time has cut over button to this edition of the program. Special talk for special people on Care Radio, FM 90 to 5.9. I say thank you for your calls and thank you for your comments, suggestions, and recommendations that we've forward. Special talk return tomorrow, same time, same station. My name is Boye-Weah. See you. Bye-bye.